Checking in on IG, checking in on Facebook. Happy Saturday, y'all. What's going on? I am live from the West Coast where, you know what? It's just morning time, right? And so it's almost workout time. It's almost time for me to get it in. And I just wanted to come on here and make sure that in the midst of everything that y'all got going on, that you are taking the time to grow in life. Because at the end of the day, life was designed for us to make sure that we get up and we're able to accomplish everything that we need to accomplish. But the only way for us to create and to maximize our greatest potential in life is to make sure that we are getting up daily and doing what's necessary. Doing what's necessary in order. Sorry, y'all. Phone call. Phone call always does that. Making sure we're doing what's necessary to grow. So I wanted to come live for a minute before I get my workout in. I'm trying to decide. It's getting hot out here on the West Coast, right? Vegas is definitely, actually, it's a little cooler. We've only been in the 90s as opposed to the hundreds. So that's a beautiful thing. But I'm thinking, I don't know. Today I may hit the gym in the house. I probably need to do the tonal. But I'm definitely going to get me a swim in, get some exercise, some water aerobics going on today. But you know what? One of the things that, we've been doing collectively as a team, because I can truly say that the success that we've been able to have happen in our life is definitely dependent upon the fact that we made a decision to grow, right? And to grow mentally. And so one of the things that we do as a team, great morning, y'all, what we do as a team is we make sure that we are reading books together, that we're elevating, and we just pick different ones. And so we went back a little bit to a collection by John Maxwell. And so we've been reading a book. Great morning. I see you, Gwen. Great morning, Juana. I'm reading a book, real simple book. It's a real simple read, but it's so much valuable information in it, by John Maxwell. And it is about how successful people grow. Right. And so every single week there's different leaders that come on and they talk about the book and things of that nature. And so today I just wanted to share a little tip out of this book as we're reading. It's real simple, y'all. How successful people grow. And so one of the chapters in the book, it talks about being strategic in life, right? And becoming highly strategic. Because if we don't become highly strategic in life, then we'll never be able to really maximize our fullest potential, right? And we have to also know that we can only earn to our level of growth in life. So if we're not elevating our mind, see, we have to be able to shift our mind. And this is something that I learned a long time ago in the different things that Nate and I were putting our hands to. We always wanted to be able to create success. However, we found ourselves failing a lot, right? But we learned too that failing is a part of the process. And a lot of times people don't want to fail because failure doesn't feel good. However, it's all a part of our process, and it truly is how you begin to look at things that will turn things around, right? So I learned to realize that failure is not failure. You're gonna learn from it and you're gonna grow from it. Hey, how you doing? And so you're gonna learn and you're gonna grow from it, right? But if you never step out and do anything different, you'll never have the opportunity to fail. And so what's going to end up happening is you'll never really get an opportunity to grow. Right. So in this little book where it talks about, failing, becoming highly strategic, one of the chapters, it really goes into how most people in life spend more time. Great morning, y'all. Spend more time planning a vacation, planning a Christmas, planning a holiday than they do spend on planning their own life, y'all. And we have to realize that this is not a dress rehearsal, okay? This life that we've been blessed with is not a dress rehearsal. We got one life to live. And so therefore, we got to make sure that we are maximizing it to the greatest potential and growing and elevating and shifting our mind every single day. So that's one of the reasons why I learned probably 12 years ago. I honestly don't have time to watch reality TV shows or anything like that. I don't watch TV. I will put on a movie every now and again. There may be a moment in which I love sports. Okay. So I'm going to watch football. I'm going to watch basketball and things of that nature. But even in that, I don't put any of that before my growth. So one of the things that has really helped me to become successful is every single day before my day gets started is I'm going to make sure that I'm working on my mind and I'm elevating my mind every single day. That's not an option. So my spiritual growth, first and foremost, right? I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna thank God for another day, right? And I have that quiet time, that prayer time that I need in order to make sure that I'm growing spiritually and I'm decreasing so that God can increase in my life. That's first and foremost. I got to decrease, all right, because it's not about self. I decrease, all right, and in order to increase. Then my next step, because there's a difference between spiritual growth and it's a difference between mental growth, although it all ties together, right? And so then you got to work on your mind day in and day out, right? So what are you putting into it? What are you doing in order to make sure that your mind is growing? You see, we have to realize that between social media, between the world in general, so many things that are happening that really can put negativity out there. Social media is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, right? We use it to build our business, we use it to do different things, but there's a lot of nonsense happening in this world. And even in the things that you listen to, you got to be careful to the things that you allow into your spirit, because when you start to listen to these things or you start to watch these things, you become these things for real. So I learned a long time ago that I needed to be able to put good in to my mind, and to listen to the good. So therefore, I typically, Nate and I, one of the things that we do every morning, we wake up and we shift our atmosphere in our household. So we're going to put on some personal development. We're going to put on some music that uplifts, that builds, some things that are going to help us to grow. We create an atmosphere in our life that causes us to thrive day in and day out, right? So that's very important. So we got to learn to become strategic in life instead of being reactive, right? And taking the time to plan our life, just like we take the time to plan a vacation. Matter of fact, take the time to plan our life that much more. The first sentence in this book, right? He says most people allow their lives to simply happen to them. It's time out for that. They float along, right? Like a little butterfly, right? Right? They wait. They float along like a little well, I'm not even gonna say that because I love the butterfly, and the butterfly is my symbol, and the butterfly represents power to me. But they float along in life, y'all, right? They wait, they react. It's time out for reacting. It's time to be proactive. That's why I'm so excited about being healthy at the age of 53. That's the reason why if you are connected to me, you're gonna get sick and tired of me posting products. You're gonna get sick and tired of me exercising. You're gonna sick because I understand that number one, my health is my greatest wealth, right? But too many times people react to their health, right? It's because you're not taking the time to plan. There's certain areas in life that we got to be strategic with, and we have to plan in order for us to be able to maximize our fullest potential, right? They react, and by the time a large portion of life is gone and behind them, they realize that they should have been proactive and strategic. So imagine at a young age, right? Because it's true. Nate and I got this a long time ago. We realized when we were struggling, when we first got married, we've been married 33 years, right? When we first got married, we knew, okay, this not working. We didn't really know how to fix it, but that's the reason why we tried so many different opportunities. Like for real, I can't even remember the opportunities, some of them that we were part of, because we just kept on trying. We was like, we know that working this job is not going to do it. We sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. We for real. So we knew that we had to do something. We just didn't know what. And that's why I'm so thankful for TLC, Total Life Changes, right? Because it changed my life and it's changing so many lives around the world. We're gonna keep on changing lives, right? And so that was the reason why we kept on doing these different things. But I could tell you that we learned after a while of failing and bumping our heads that okay, it's up here. We're not getting it up here. So we got to do what's necessary in order to get it up here, in order to make sure that we're focusing on our mindset development in order for everything else to begin to happen in our life, right? And so that's when things began to shift. That's when things began to happen, because we realized that you can only earn to your level of growth, right? And it's time out for being reactive. It's time to be proactive when it comes time to creating what you want to see in your life. And you cannot spend more time planning a vacation than you spend on planning your life, right? At the end of the day, this is not a dress rehearsal. We got one life. So therefore, we got to live it to the fullest, right? So making sure that we're doing what's necessary. And when it comes time to being strategic in life, there's different areas that you want to focus on, right? Okay, some areas that you want to now take the time to assess are, your health. I got to assess your health. Where are you? How can you be strategic and making sure that you're maximizing your potential on that? Your career, what do you do, right? Are you excited about what you do in life? Do you want more? Are you an entrepreneur or aspiring to be an entrepreneur? What are you going to do in order to plan this and be strategic so that you're not reacting, right? And looking back and saying, dang, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? That's not what life is about. One time, y'all, not a rehearsal. Okay. Our family, are we being strategic and planning the things that we want to see happen in our family life? I talked about health, our faith, right? I talked about our faith, spending time every single day growing spiritually, the things that we love to do, the hobbies, right? Marriage, if you're married, or your relationships, are you being strategic in them? Or are you just getting up and reacting every single day and just floating along, like it talks about in the beginning of this, reacting, waiting, not doing anything, right? And so personal growth, right? That's what I'm talking about right now, personal growth. And of course, yeah, your vacations and everything like that, you want to plan those. Just don't plan up more than you plan what you're going to do in life. That's what it boils down to, right? And so being strategic is real key. So I just really wanted to come on here for a few minutes. And I thought I was going to have me a mimosa. I this morning, a NutriBurst mimosa this morning, but not happening. I got me some sparkling bubbly water. But our son Christian is home. So I'm just going to have me some sparkling water with my NutriBurst. But he's home, and you can't keep any juice in the house with these kids. Well, with Christian, right? My other kids really don't care they drink a lot of water, but Christian can't keep the orange juice, can't keep nothing in the house, right? So I got to go to the store. But I'm having my NutriBurst, all right? Number one vitamin in the entire world, all right? Just changing lives. But when it comes time to being strategic, guys, just know, number one, that we all have the opportunity. So yeah, this is my NutriBurst mimosa. It's not my NutriBurst and some sparkling water, right? And blackberry flavor, right? And so anyway, just know that there's a couple things that you could do when it comes time to strategy, right? And designing your own life. We got the power to design our life. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want to see? What are you speaking to yourself? What are you allowing between this ear and this ear? Because right up in here, right, your mind, that's the devil's playground. So therefore, you got to take control of it. And you got to realize that you have the power to shift just like this and to turn your life around, right? But you also got to realize that it's a process, right? It's a process. Everything in life takes time. Nothing great was created overnight. Everything takes time. A lot of things happen behind the scenes. So you see the glory, but a lot of times you don't know people's story, and you don't know what the fight and what people had to go through in order to get to where they are, right? And so I see you, Joanna. Yes, lost my mom because of health problems, and I do not want to be that person, right? So we got to be strategic and proactive towards our health, right? And we continue to keep you in prayer, in our prayers, right? So it's unfortunate, but sometimes these things end up happening that really although I know you were on that journey prior to, but sometimes this can happen to where we end up being reactive instead of proactive, right, Valerie? But so to design our life, all right, get clear, right? Get clear on what you want. You got to know what you want. You got to get so clear to where you see that thing every single day, whatever it is, whatever you want to see happen in your life, live it now, right? Live it now. See yourself doing that thing. See it already manifesting in your life. And when you have clarity, now you're able to get up every single day with the excitement, knowing that there's always going to be some challenges, y'all, right? Life was designed for us to be able to create it and to design it how we want, but it's not going to be easy, right? Life is it's simple, but it's going to be hard, right? So therefore, you got to know that you got to get clear on what you want, so clear to where no nonsense can intervene, no negativity can intervene. You know, you're paying attention to the things that you want to do in life, and you know what you need. You know the course and the path that you need to take, and you really don't care what's happening on the left or on the right. That's one of the things I used to always tell, and I still tell, you know, people that I communicate with in our team. I'm like, listen, you got to get laser focused to the point to where you don't hear no noise. You don't hear the nonsense, for real. Like, I thank God. I don't know if it's a gift, but I can tell you, I believe that all of us have this gift inside of us, to where you can focus, get so focused to where you really don't care if it don't line up with the purpose and the goals and the dreams and what God has for your life. You really don't care. And that's how you got to get yourself to the point of getting up every day and doing what's necessary in order to make sure that you're doing what your purpose is supposed to accomplish in order to benefit others, because life is not about us, right? So if we're not showing up for our purpose in order to benefit the world, then guess what? We are not living to our fullest potential. So get clear, know what you want, see that thing. And when you see it every day, I can promise you that now you're going to react differently. You're going to put in the work, because if you don't have clear, people who aren't clear on their vision, I can stop right here. Those are the ones who get up, who need somebody to motivate them, right? Who need somebody to drop a word in their lap, right? Come on. No, you cannot speak nothing into my life, because except to bring some confirmation. I don't look to man to tell me nothing, for real. If I'm not getting it from here, because you got to bring me some confirmation. I done been there, done that, like, for real, right? So at the end of the day, God speak to me just like he speak to you. So confirmation. All right. And that's it. Right. So at the end of the day, when you're clear, you don't get caught up in nothing, because you know what you want. Right. That's the bottom line. And now when you're clear, you'll be able to prioritize the things that needs to happen in your life day in and day out. And when you set priorities, now what's going to end up happening? You're welcome. Thank you, Gina. You're going to end up knowing the things that you need to accomplish day in and day out, because these are your priorities. You see, I had to get good at this and knowing, because sometimes when we don't prioritize the things that we need to accomplish that's going to advance us, then we'll allow every single thing to come and to interject into our plan that now takes us off course, right? So, but when you prioritize these things and you have them written down and you know exactly what you want, now you're going to say, nope, my phone ringing, I'm not answering it. No, you know why? Because I haven't accomplished this. I got text messages, they can wait. I got DMs, they can wait, right? And so you prioritize social media. Stop spending so much time scrolling on social media, man. That's not where it's at. Like, seriously, like, do what you got to do. Get on, get off in order to move forward in life. For real. You have to. You have to, in order to be able to advance. So therefore, you have to know that scrolling on social media is not an income producing activity. It's not. So whatever, if you want to produce something in your life, then you got to be able to change, right? And do things differently. So prioritize the things that you want. Once you prioritize things, now you got to have a plan. What are you going to do? Right? So whatever it is, whatever you do in life, whatever that purpose, whatever that thing is that wakes you up every single morning and you're excited about. So if you don't know what your purpose is, right? Because that was me. I didn't know what my purpose was in life for a very long time, right? It's that thing that lights you up. It's that thing that you smile about, right? It's that thing that gets you up and you're excited about every single day, right? You need to move forward in that. We got gifts and talents that lie dormant on the inside of us because we feel like we don't have any of them, but we do. We all got gifts. We all got talents. We just need to begin to figure out what they are. Take that quiet time in order to not activate them. So what is it? And so now whatever it is, what's the plan that's going to move you from point A to point B, right? You got to talk more. You got to open up your mouth more. Y'all used to be shy. I used to be quiet. I couldn't do none of this stuff, right? But I learned that, at the end of the day, if I don't move myself out of my own way, that's what happens in life. We end up in our own way, right? And you start to look at other people, and instead of being inspired, you're comparing yourself. No, you are uniquely created and gifted in your own way. So what are you going to do with it? right? As moms and wives, we get caught up in family, right, Naja? But then sometimes we have to reprioritize to be better as a person so you can be better to self and others. Absolutely. Y'all, let me tell you, I still struggle with that because as a mom, right, we just want the best, and I'm sure, and dads too, right? We just want the best for our kids. I don't want to discount dads, moms, dad. We want the best for our kids, so we sacrifice a lot, right? We end up sacrificing a lot. We sacrifice our time, we sacrifice our money, we sacrifice our everything because we just want them to have everything. So for a long time, when we struggled and we couldn't like give our kids the things, um, everything that we're able to give them today. Our kids never experience. It's crazy. They never experienced lack, even though we lacked. Right? We made sure that they had everything that they needed to the point to where Nate and I, like when it was holiday time, Christmas time, we had in our minds, okay, it's not about us. Okay, baby, we good. We don't need to buy each other nothing. Let's just make sure the kids got stuff. And we used to do this for holidays, for birthdays, everything to the point to where now Nate and I, we're like, we have to like almost remind ourselves that we can actually get ourselves something sometimes and to even, buy something for each other because it has never been about that for us. Like we just made sure the kids had, right? Make sure they got the gifts, make sure they got the toys, make sure they got the prize, make sure they got everything they need to the point to where now Nate's birthday can roll up and my birthday can roll up and we looking like we good. Like I don't need that, babe, for real, because of the fact that it was never about that. And sometimes you're right, we could forget about ourselves in the midst of the process, right? But you got to have that plan. So what is that plan? What are the things that you need to do? And know, y'all, that the plan can't happen every now and again. It just can't. You're not going to create success doing something sometimes, right? And what we do, right? I am a proud network marketer. That's one of the things that we do in life, right? Right? We got other things, but I can tell you, network marketing has been the foundation and the success, and I hold strong and I thank God for network marketing, okay? Because the life we live today, right? Network marketing created, all right? So y'all can play games with it if you want to, but I can tell you that we are living the life. And so one of the things that I could say is that it has to happen every day, like every day, to the point to where people get sick and tired of hearing you talk about what you do, right? Every day. That's how confident you got to be. You got to every day, you got to move forward with the mindset of giving some value, right? And not so much as saying, hey, join me, because at the end of the day, when people see you, they're gonna, hey Sean, that it's either for them or it's not. They either want to be healthy or they don't. They either want your product or they don't. They either want to say yes to an opportunity, another stream of income, or they don't. But you keep it moving. Kim should be your best friend. Kim, keep it moving, okay? Never allow anybody to stop you. So what's your plan? And then as you have this plan, set some deadlines. An open-ended goal is just a wish, y'all. You got to put some pressure on yourself. Set some deadlines. So no, right? And when you're clear, if you say, I want to be a millionaire, I want to have 6 figures in the bank, I want to have whatever, clear. You can't just say, I want to have money in the bank. You can't just say, I want to win in life. No, put some numbers on it and put some deadlines on it. Deadlines, put some pressure on you, right? Say, I want to do this, I want to be this by next month, by the end of the year, right? 2023 won't happen without this happening in my life, right? So now you set some deadlines and now they become for real goals that can actually happen and become a reality because you put deadlines on yourself. And now you're going to get up every single day and you're going to take the actions necessary in order to create the success, right? So again, the deadlines are going to now keep you focused so that now you're able to stay on the plan and the path and take the steps every day. Y'all remember that. Every day. Y'all remember nothing else? Every day I got to move forward. Every day I got to take some steps. Every day I got to realize there's going to be challenges. But every day I got to know that I'm a winner and I'm going to get over them. Right? Every day. All right, let me finish up because it's getting hot in Vegas. All right. Every day. All right. So every day do these things. Be flexible. Have an open mind. Know that, things are going to happen, but at the end of the day, know that you already have these things overcome, right? You're an overcomer, created to win in life. So go out and win. Another thing I had to learn, y'all repeat after me. No. All right? Repeat after me, because this is how I learned it. No. Learn to say no. All right? Learn to say no, Facebook. Learn to say no, IG. Learn to say no. Hey, Sean, learn to say no. Because if not, what's going to happen is everybody will try to interject themselves into you. And I had to for real learn that your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency on my behalf, right? Y'all say this. Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency on my behalf. No, I've been married for 33 years strong, and I am excited and still in love, just like yesterday with my husband. So thank you for asking. Appreciate that. But yes, I'm married. All right. So now check this out. No, 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 no. No. y'all get in the mirror. No. 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 Because I used to say yes to everything, right? And I would find myself all over the place. And everything that Pam needed to accomplish was on the back burner because I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted everybody to love me. I wanted to please everybody. And you know what? Trying to please you, it's impossible. You can't do it. And you're going to find yourself on the back burner, not accomplishing the things that you need to accomplish in life. So say no. Yes, you have that saying on your salon wall. I know that's right. Yes. No. It's okay, y'all. Say no. I'm not doing it. No, I can't. No. All right. I'm not doing it. All right. So for real, these are the things that's going to help you to design your life, y'all, for real, and being strategic so that we aren't just reacting in life. No, 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 no. All right. All right. All right. All right. And then lastly, y'all, just know that on this road of designing our own life and knowing that we have to be strategic and we have the power to create the very things that we want to see happen in our life, just know that it's okay to fail. It is. Failure is a part of our process. None of us are perfect. None of us will ever be perfect, right? We can't. We strive for perfection. However, and you want to become the best that you could possibly become in life, and you want to move, in a way in which you are a professional in the very thing that you do, and that's where your growth comes into place, right? You don't just want to be, you want to be that green sweater in a sea of red sweaters. You want to stand out, right? You don't want to be the red sweater and now you got you're just all the red sweaters and you got that other person that's standing out. You want to stand out. We all have the capability of standing out in life. All right. So therefore, let's stand out in life and let's do what's necessary and know that we're going to fail. We're going to fail. It's okay, y'all, for real. It's okay. And so the greatest thing in failure is learning from it because it's a lesson. So you learn from the failure so that you don't do it again. And you know what? Sometimes, because we're human, we may fail a couple times before we actually get it. My husband asks all the time. He asks, different people in the team, what's your number? What's your number? Right? And what he means by that is how many times do you have to go through something before you actually get it? Is your number one? Is it two? Is it three? Because he used to tell me all the time, sometimes you got to be slapped in the face a few times before you actually get it, from, different things or people or whatever. You just keep coming back because you just believe until you finally get it. And then you finally get it and then you got it, right? So you want that number to be low, right? Thank you, Lisa, right? You want that number to be low, right? So that we can get it, so that we can move forward in life and accomplish everything, y'all. So, I just wanted to come live today a little bit, because we've been reading this book together as a team, and I know that we have some different leaders that step up. They out doing stuff today, and so I said, well, let me come live, y'all. I got this, and just really talk about it. But it is truly one of John Maxwell's greatest little books, How Successful People Grow. And I was just talking about, really us becoming strategic in life, right? It's so many different things in here that you can get out of it. But focusing on all the areas in our life, our career, or if you're an entrepreneur, right? The things that we do, our faith, our family, health, hobby, marriage, personal growth, and really spending time more on these areas in life in order to plan our life more than we take the time to plan a vacation, right? Or plan holidays. We're not spending enough time planning our life. All right, so let's plan our life more, and let's go out and maximize to the fullest. Meaning, between time, I'm gonna sip on my little. It's actually not bad. I didn't have any orange juice, right? Because my son Christian drank it all. So I just have some NutriBurst and some sparkling water, sipping on. And now I'm gonna go, and it's time to work out, because I plan my health, and I plan to be healthy my entire life. I got some good genes, right? My daddy lived to 96. Praise God, right? Each person. And my mom was in her 80s. And so I truly am looking forward to being here strong and living life to the fullest. And I'm going for 100, y'all. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, girl, let's get it. All right. And you have a salon. Come on. Yes. Let's go. All right. You need anything, any questions? All you got to do is send me a message. All right. All right. Let's get it, because I know that I'm a part of this company for a reason. I know that God laid these products in my life for a reason. And that's why 8 years later, almost, I'm still passionate. I know the reason why I'm here. I don't get tossed and turned or nothing like that. It is this book. All right. Real Easy B. He's got a whole series. So we're going from this one to, I can't remember the next one we're going to read after this one. But it's a couple of them. But yeah, this is the one. All right. How Successful People Grow by John Maxwell. Every bit of $10. All right. Amazon, bookstore, whatever. Every bit of $10. All right. So some great nuggets in it. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to jump in the pool. Maybe. No, I'm going to go work out first. All right. Because my goals, I'm listening to my husband this time. And I need to build some muscle. So the very things that I don't like to do are the very things that I got to do. And I can't do as much cardio, but I'll probably do the pool too. But I got to go hit these weights. All right. You too. All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Go make it great. See y'all later. Love you guys. Bye-bye, y'all.